channel. Alright guys, welcome back to the Captain ThirdGen YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing some modifications to my Trans Am. First, we're going to be attempting to install this here lift kit. It should raise the rear end of the car by about ½ inch. These pucks will just slide under the springs, hopefully. So we're going to see how that goes. Alright, so first things first, we're going to take some measurements and see where the rear end of the car is sitting now. And then we're going to take the car up in the air, take the wheels off, and start putting it on. Guys, so right now, without the lift kit on, just the normal Strano springs, we're looking at right around 26.5 inches. And I'm measuring from the center of the wheel up to the quarter panel. So we're going to put the lift kit on. If it all goes to plan, we should be right around 27. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, let's get this car in the air. Alright guys, car is in the air. We're going to take the back tires off and I'll show you guys what we're doing. Alright guys, so we got the wheel off. So I'm going to give you guys a look at what we're looking at here. So here's the spring. This is a Strano spring, and it lowered the rear of the car just a touch more than I would like. Because if you can see over there, my MagnaFlow pipe is pretty close to my upper panhard bar. So we're going to change that out as well. But, so here's what we're looking at. Try to hold the light here. But, we're going to take this puck and we're going to put it under the spring. Now, unfortunately, I think I have to undo the lower shock bolt and lower the rear end with a jack so I can put this on there, because it's just not quite enough give to get this in there. Not a big deal though. I got these off of eBay. These were about 60 bucks. Try to give you guys a better look here. I only got so many hands. Oh dang. Okay, so here I got these off eBay. They're about $60, which seemed like quite a bit, but they're pretty good quality, I think. They're pretty solid little pieces, so we're going to hope they last. The brand of them is McBay Performance. I'll put a link to them in the description. So far, they seem pretty good, though, so we're going to hope they last. But let's get this rear end supported with a jack, and let's undo the lower shock bolts, and then we can slide these in there. Alright guys, we got the jack supporting the rear end. I always hate doing that. My jack's not very good. And my trusty piece of wood that I like to put under the differential between the jack and the diff, it finally broke, so it is what it is. But we're gonna take this shock bolt out and we're gonna push it out. That's on my Coney shocks, it's a 22 millimeter. I think on the stock one it might have been a 21. We're gonna do the same thing on both sides. We're gonna lower the rear end just a touch. And then we're going to put these pucks under that spring. We're going to jack the rear end back up, put the shock host back through the rear end, and then put the bolt back on and snug it all up. So that's pretty much the gist of it here. Alright fellas, we got the shock bolts out, the lower shock bolts. As you can see here, the shock is free to move. So we are going to gently lower the rear end with the jack, just a smidge, just enough so we can get the pucks under the spring. Let's do it. Guys, so I got the spring out. I put the puck on there. I did put some zip ties on there just to keep things secure for installation. It's not a structural thing or anything. But we're gonna try to cut these zip ties off and pop this back in there. Guys, we almost got it on there. It's kind of a sketchy install. I'm using my big crowbar to kind of walk it on the perch there. So you can see we're really close. But it's kind of dangerous in my opinion, because at any time this could like pop off and blow up my face. So I'm sure there's a better way to install this. I think disconnecting the sway bar and lowering the rear end lowering the rear end all the way would actually be better. But I don't really want to mess with the sway bar right now, so we will try our best. All right, guys, I made I heard the satisfying pop sound, so it's on there. It doesn't have a whole lot of play, which is good. So we're going to do the other side, and then put the lower shock bolts back on, and we'll be done. All right, guys, so we got the passenger side spring out. All I did was pry it with the old pry bar. And with the spring by itself, it's actually really easy to get out because it's so much shorter than stock. But so we're going to do the same thing to the passenger side that we did to the driver's side. Do a couple zip ties around the bottom here just to hold the spring and the puck together for installation. once it's on the car and the car's loaded, this isn't going anywhere because the stock spring doesn't have anything holding it onto the rear end. But here's the box the pucks came in. McBay Performance, made in the USA. But yeah, you know, it's kind of cool. They give you little stuff in here. They give you little instructions and whatnot. That's cool. Oh yeah, see, it does say remove the sway bar end links. Yeah, so if you remove the sway bar end links, it would be pretty easy, but you know, that's all right. But I mean, check it out. They gave me a cool little sticker. That's pretty sweet. So yeah, McBay Performance, I'm pretty happy with them. You know, if I would have followed their instructions, I'm sure it would have been really easy. But even doing my own thing, it really wasn't that bad. It only took a few minutes. I've only been out here, I don't know, maybe a half hour, 45 minutes, and I haven't been exactly rushing, so not bad at all. And it seems to be in there pretty good. So when it's loaded, we'll see how much lift we get. Should be right around 27 inches. So cool. Guys, once you get the puck into place here, I would recommend cutting the zip ties off because now they're, you know, you don't need them, and that'll get them out of the way so it can go all the way down onto the perch of the axle. So I'm going to cut those zip ties off, and we'll be should be all set. All right, guys. So I think we are done. The spring's on there, the lift kit's on there, the shock bolts are put back on. I think all that's left to do now is put the wheels back on and see how much lift these little pucks got us. Should be right around a ½ inch, but we'll see. But everybody likes to talk crap on eBay, but I'll tell you what, I found some cool stuff on eBay. If it wasn't for eBay, I never would have knew these McBay Performance people existed. And I think it's pretty cool, you know, made in the USA, priced right, they shipped it really fast. So yeah, I recommend them. Thanks for watching, guys. Final measurement for the wheel, or I mean for the suspension here, it's just a hair over 27, which is actually perfectly normal because the car hasn't been driven yet, so it'll settle a little bit. So it should settle right about to 27, which is exactly what we were going for. So awesome. I think it worked out perfectly. Thanks for watching, guys.